Okay, so I just got finished playing the end of the beta world event at Guild Wars 2. As you can see, there's a lot of people out and about with, being involved and everything. It's not running the smoothest. I have the program running. I also have tons of people, lots of activity going on as I do this. A lot of starting and stopping. It was pretty confusing. No one knew when it was starting. It started actually a couple minutes late, and yeah, it was a lot of hustle and bustle. But I think it turned out okay. See right now, we're just all waiting for it to start, and eventually, as you can see, there's a lot going on. Oh, there's a nice shot throw in there. Eventually it does start. A lot of running around. Finally they were able to find out where our mini boss was. They didn't really tell you what was happening. There's shit all over the map, and there was so much going on. As you can see, spells and arrows and shots fired, just everything. And there was so much going on the map that a lot of people were just running. No one knew where to go. This is the first place I found. As you can see, just a lot of people in here. It's level 15, but he's not taking that much damage. But we are able to get him down. The amount of people, though, just surprised. I mean, it's surprising, but just amazing to see the group effort that it took. I mean, just look at that.
Refreshing.
And of course, that always comes up. The chat was very frenzied during this. No one knew where to go. Everyone was screaming different places to fight. But I stuck with my group, and eventually we saw the main boss, who was that thing on the bottom right corner that you see now. And so we go to run towards him. And so we find him. And he's just a big scorpion looking dude. So I throw down my turrets, my healing turret, and I throw down my gun turret. And we're firing at him and we realize that he is not taking any damage whatsoever. Not at all. And in a second, if you read the bottom left, you'll actually start to see that he's not being hurt at all. And we also decided that that's an issue. And so people decide that maybe it's because the corruption level is still too high. We can't take out the champion. He's also level 80. None of us were even close to level 80 in this group. We weren't that low. I mean, I was level 9. I was around the very low side, but a lot of, mid-levels. So we try and find, we try to lower the corruption. As you can see in the mini-map on the bottom right, you have the places that are occupied with the 2 swords, and you have the crossbone skulls with the whatever that's called, skull and crossbone. And each one of those places were being taken over by these dead players. Now, if you see, these players have names, and at this point in time, I had no idea. But if you were to die at the hands of one of the kind of like a zombie apocalypse, like one of the attackers, you actually turn into the enemy team. Now, whether you control your body in the enemy team or not, I have no idea. But I know that every single player that we're fighting right now was on our server fighting against that at one point. And I thought that was very cool. I had no idea. I thought maybe it was just weird names to throw us off. But I saw it happen. And it actually happened to me. Almost happened to me. You can go down, and if you die from the down point, then you turn to the infected, kind of like the zombie apocalypse, Guild Wars 2 style. Right here, we're killing another champion. We're trying to lower that corruption level. As you can see, not that much. It's starting to work here. Very little by little. Still a lot of confusion. Still a lot going on. At this point, there was a large group of people still back at that Scorpion main boss, and they weren't moving at all. They weren't doing any damage. They were very confused. Eventually, we find this is the right part. I'm doing live commentary over here. Should disregard that. They point out a dragon in the sky. Look up, and I see that motherfucker flying right up. Well, he's watching over us, and he's dropping down at some point and doing some damage. I thought that was very cool that could happen out of nowhere. Kind of like a dragon attack in Skyrim. At this point, we're going to, if you look at the shield at the bottom right on the map, on the left side of the map, there's a level 80 NPC on our side who needs help defending. So our group goes over to help him. At this point, we come across this town, and a whole army of enemy players come up. There was not that many of us, so I dropped my 2 turrets. I'm back the fuck out of there. I mean, I'm weak. I'm not that powerful. I'm much more support. I look down and see who's behind us, and there's like 10 of us, and there's like 40 of them. Surprisingly enough, we are able to actually take them out. I mean, if you look, there are way more red names than there are green names on the field right now. But somehow, we are actually able to do it. I mean, I'm not sure if they're all equal level to me. Whether it auto-scaled to me, so I wasn't completely underpowered, and it auto-scaled to everybody, I don't know. That'd be interesting if, you know, if you're watching this and you're in one of this, you know, if it auto-scaled to your level, if they were. But they were all around level 10 for me, so they weren't too hard for me. But still, it was kind of scary to see all the red names coming up here. I really love the rolling feature that they have in this. Roll in and out of the, see the rings? The white means they're friendly rings, and the red means they're batterings, the AoE effects are to come in. But you can roll in and out of those, it's very cool. It's very cool to dodge your enemies and actually have control over what damage you're taking and what damage you're not taking. And,
refreshing.
I see the shield guy. I'm like, all right, so let's see, you know, what's going on with him. Right there is Retlock Brimstone, and we think, all right, cool. This guy's going to score right through the fucking canyon. He's going to go over to the level 80 guy, and maybe just like do some damage, try to take him out. What we begin to discover, though, is Retlock has very bad ADD. At this point, we've been canyoning for about 7 minutes, probably, and he takes out, like, just ran, so he ran away in the opposite direction that he should be going. But he just does that. That's exactly how I felt at that moment. And yeah, then the beta ended, because it was 3 o'clock. So, yeah, I'm not sure if we won, but Guild Wars 2.